My name's Richard. I've lived in Hackney for a very long time, and like the gentleman who was talking earlier, I remember the times in the 50s and 60s. In fact, in the 60s, in fact, I'm old enough to remember Oswald Mosley trying to march through the streets of Dalston, and what happened? We stopped him. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I want to say something about refugees, because I'm here on behalf of the Woodcraft folk, which some of you may know is a progressive children and young people's organisation, and one of the things we're particularly proud of is our work back in the 1930s helping the refugee children who came over from the war in Spain and who came over on the kinder transports. And I think the position of refugees is getting worse. I'm reading in the papers that camps are building up in Calais again. We are heading for another refugee crisis, and this government is still not taking on those refugee children, and that's what particularly important for me as somebody who works with children, the refugee children that they were supposed to do under the Dubs Amendment, which went through the House of Lords. They were supposed to be letting in several thousand refugee children. If they've got over a couple of 100, I maybe have missed it, but they are not letting in those children they're supposed to let in. And that is another part of the fight against racism, against xenophobia, against the dislike of foreigners. And we've got to go back to what our ancestors did back in the 30s when they had the same problem. The British government keeps saying, oh, we were so good to refugees in the 30s. No, they weren't. The only refugees they let in had either very exceptional circumstances, political people campaigning on their behalf, or a lot of money. And the fact is that our ancestors fought to let in refugees in the 30s, and we've got to fight for that now.